Welcome to the Zoomer versus Boomer podcast.
Two generations, one conversation.
An unhinged, unfiltered, and unexpected take on ordinary life told in an extraordinary way.
I'm Presley Gregory.
And I am Bill Wong.
Okay. And there's a third. State your name.
Dramatic pause.
I am
the dramatic pause.
Lindsay.
Lindsay, into the studio, out of the club that we all work at, all three of us being coworkers. We have been looking forward to this for how long now? We've actually been yapping about this.
Oh, months. I get so excited every time an episode drops. I'm like waiting for the invite.
We saved the best for last.
The oldest.
I'm so excited.
We're ending the podcast. She's done. This is the last
No,
podcast
we're done after
ever.
this.
I
Yeah,
understand.
we're done. Honestly, we're going to be peaking after this. Like, there's nothing else. We've peaked after this.
I did not know that. This was. I should have got an extra nap to peak.
Yeah.
A Dim and Austin together would be
I know.
fabulous.
That one would be good. I want them to come on. Me and Bill have talked about having both of them on, and we have decided that perhaps we wouldn't get one word in because they would just be talking. Don't you think? We wouldn't get a word in.
I usually can't get a word in with you, so.
But that's what I'm saying. So with them, like, you really wouldn't get one in.
I really totally wouldn't.
No, you totally
I'd
wouldn't.
be the audio guy.
Yes, but we're here today continuing our series about dating, singleness, finding yourself, finding a partner. And we did save the best for last. I'm so excited. And our first girl. So It's going to be our first girly perspective. What?
No, you're right.
It's
I
our
forgot.
first.
I forgot
we had Rachel, but she wasn't.
I know.
We didn't talk about
You're
the same thing. It's our first girl in this series, and we're super excited about it. I need to make a restatement before we move on. Our last one with a dim, I think something that I said came across. I was listening to it, as I do, because I listen to my own podcast.
Sure you do.
Well, I fast forward through your parts. I'm like, skip. 10 seconds. And I get to my parts. I do want to make it very apparent and very clear that if you're in a marriage and somebody cheats on you, it is not your fault.
Is that?
I was listening to it, and I made Zach listen with me, and I was like, oh my gosh, it sounds like I don't want to say victim. I'll say survivor shaming. It did sound like I was like, well, if you're I was trying to say that whoever cheats, they're going to try to use that as an excuse. Like, you didn't fulfill me, blah, 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 blah. Like, you didn't do all these things. They were going to try to use that as an excuse. I am not trying to say that that's correct. That's absolutely wrong. You're the cheater. I'm just trying to say that that's what they would use as an excuse.
The thing that got me is that you actually made Zach listen. Was this a date night?
No, we were cooking breakfast the other morning.
Let's listen to me.
And he was cooking breakfast, and I was just watching him. I was just sitting there
What
staring.
do you mean watching him?
Trying to see what his reaction would be, and then I paused it as that like little situation happened when I said that. I paused it, and I go, did that sound a little? And he goes, I know what you mean, but yeah, you might want to clarify.
Okay.
Because I just don't want to ever come across as like I'm not pro survivor, pro innocence. Yeah. Pro
fidelity.
Because I'm super pro fidelity. That's good. I am very pro fidelity.
In honor of a Dim.
That's good. In honor of a Dim.
Right.
We're holding up our fists. In
was
honor of our allies.
He was so cool and so calm. For about 15 or 20 minutes afterwards, I actually had a good, nice, calm feeling. Then I did a lesson.
And I know. And then you get angry again.
Then I got angry.
No, he like we said last week, he has a face for TV and a voice for TV. The same is
he's a good looking
the
man.
same is for Lindsay though. Like
Yes.
she has a face for TV. Like she's smoking. Don't say anything. You can't say anything.
I want
He goes,
to.
oh, and I go,
Yeah,
stop.
I
I put my
didn't
hand up. Don't say anything. You're good. I got it.
Because as she's walking into the studio, I'm like,
Okay, he said,
you.
wow.
Wow.
I know, she's beautiful.
oh my God. I was like,
I know.
wow.
Okay, all right. Take it down. All right.
Fidelity.
We are pro fidelity. Both of us are pro fidelity. Me being like, Dim was hot. He was hot.
Right.
And Austin too. Austin has the face for TV. Don't you think? He's
Yes.
adorable.
Yes.
It's creepier for me to say it though because he is closer to my age. So I'm just gonna. He's adorable.
Right.
I'm sure he's gonna hate being called adorable. So why don't you talk?
You're too cute.
Why don't you say something about Austin? He's a smoke show? What?
Oh, I like that. Smoke show. I have nothing to say. He's a colleague.
Okay.
And he's good pickleball.
Okay,
He like
great.
He would be a great sidekick.
Oh crap! That's
Ooh.
super offensive.
Not for me. I could be
that's
his
crazy.
wingman. He could be mine. It
Okay.
would be great.
You were trying to wingman him the other day in the club
I was.
during pickleball.
Yeah, there was a
during beginner
girl.
pickleball.
There was a girl he kind of liked, and I said, "Do you want me to sit close to you? Do you want me to
Yeah.
help you out here?"
She goes, "Put your arm around me." That's what she said to him. She goes, "Put your arm
I
around me."
love that. did she
She's the best.
Did you introduce yourself?
Oh yes.
Did you?
Yeah. Do you want to
can't
talk
remember.
about what you do at the club? Don't say where we work.
Yes.
Just say, sorry, what you do.
Oh, I teach fitness classes as my fun side job. This is not my main.
It's her main source of income.
No,
Yes.
it's not.
I
She has a real
only
job.
wish. I wish that could be my main source of income.
I know. Well, her and Adim both do it as a little side gig, and which is why they're both ripped and literally could be on Love Island. I have told him that. I'm like, dude, you're pretty enough.
Love Island.
She's pretty enough.
Oh, 100.
Honestly,
100%.
honestly, I
Like,
wish I were here. I wish I were here when she walked into the building.
Oh, man.
So I could have been like, a bombshell has entered the villa.
You should
because
film it.
100% that's what we have here in the studio today. A bombshell has entered the villa.
Right, 100%.
But anyways, so Lindsay's been listening. Do you have any thoughts on past podcasts that you just want to? I don't want to dive too
Actually,
deep
could we
into.
have more context?
Oh,
Talk
sure.
about, I don't know, age and just in general, and that you're.
Oh, I'm 40. I turned 40 this last year, and
Okay,
it's
so,
been
yeah,
the
right.
best.
Me
I
and
know.
Bill fought about because
Right.
he was like, "No, she's 40," and I said, "Over my dead body, is that woman 40?" No, we fought.
Right.
We fought.
We fight about everything.
We fight about everything, but we did fight, and I was like, "No," and then I asked you, and I was like, "No, you're freaking out."
Yes, I
thought she was
texted. I
lying.
sent a text. Hey, I am 40, which will make it exciting.
gosh.
20s, 30s, and
Right.
40s.
I know.
Yeah.
And freaking hot people. It has given me hope.
People.
It has given me hope because I'm like, maybe it doesn't have to get worse.
No,
Right.
I didn't peak till around like 35. I started to come into
Awesome.
my own. So no,
Awesome.
there's loads of time.
Perfect.
20s, I was weird. 30s, still there.
Yeah.
Having kids helps.
Okay, great. So really? Wow, great.
And I was anti-kids, as we talked
As we
about.
talked about.
Yes, you're giving her reasons to not watch.
know.
Yeah,
children.
have you listened to that? I
Oh
literally.
yes, that was the one I listened to the most recently.
Yeah.
because we're back.
Yeah.
And then
I can't believe you listened to that one. That one was just us
Okay,
talking about
I
nothing.
would like to see either the video or picture of the chair breaking.
Okay.
Oh, I'll
Let
show
me.
that.
No, I got it. I got it. You guys
So
keep talking.
why
Give
don't
the
you- Why
context.
don't we talk about this? Talk about
It's ridiculous.
one of the reasons. One, you have great personality. One, you're smart. That was many of the reasons. But then I
Beautiful.
did not. But what I
You
was,
can't say that,
what
of
I thought
course.
was really interesting. I did not know you were divorced,
Yes.
and you open to talk about that. And a lot of times people aren't. So, when did you get married? And then when were you divorced? And that's to me interesting because
No,
those are-
it's good. You'd even, to Bill's wonderful credit, very gracious and said, "Hey, you're divorced. Are you open to talking about that?" Because
Aw.
it is some people don't want
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
but I think those people are still working through some things.
Yeah.
But I think if over 50% of marriages end in divorce,
You gotta talk about it.
It should be a conversation that's
Yeah.
had and kind of take the stigma
Yeah, I agree.
out of it. But I got married at 19.
Crazy. That little laugh. That little
Crazy.
wait.
19.
Yes.
Man, I didn't even.
My daughter is almost 15, and we were going through stuff the other day, and she found my wedding album, which I'd kept, and in case they ever wanted to look at it. And she goes, "You look very young." Yeah,
like
I was only 4 years older than you are now.
Crazy.
Right.
And her eyes got
Panic
big.
attack.
I'm like,
Yeah.
we're not
So
gonna
how did you
replicate
did you
that."
meet at college? Did you meet?
Yeah, we were both going to the same college, and we worked at the same grocery store. I managed like the front end kind of thing, and he was the delivery man and a checker.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, and we got engaged and married in 4 months.
Well,
Wow,
that's very culture.
That's very
That's
is very cultural
culture.
What
That's
is that?
very cultural.
for Mormonism.
It's Mormon
very
culture.
cultural. That's not and my
Honestly, that's kind of a long time from some things that
yes
I've heard.
yes, and my parents were super excited about it.
They were
and
okay
Wow.
after just 4 months.
I wanted to get married in January. This was in June when we got engaged, and my mom said, "You better hurry up and get married in
Wow.
August." Actually,
So they're both Mormon.
yes,
Hurry up
God
and
bless
get
them.
married. And you're 19.
correct.
That's the
Yeah.
it's the culture. It
cultural.
literally is culture.
It's because you're not supposed to have sex outside of marriage.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
And
I
so the
totally
longer you
understand that.
wait,
The harder it becomes.
the harder it
way.
becomes. And then if you end up doing that before you get married, you can't get married in the temple. And that is frowned upon to not be married in the temple. So married for 15 years, and I've been divorced now
Wow.
for almost, actually it's 6 years. This next month
Wow.
I'll have been divorced.
Next month.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's,
Congratulations.
No,
It's-
it's a celebration of like her, like you've said, like finding herself,
Yes.
walking it. So it's like that end is congratulations, but then, well, you talk.
well, the divorce itself, it's a death because it's an entire, so you
Wow.
have
Yep,
to
it's
grieve.
a death of a relationship.
Wow.
It is,
100%.
and it's so monumental, and there's things I still work through to this
Wow.
day that I didn't realize were impacts of the marriage, of the struggles we had within that, and even co-parenting dynamics with him. He's a great dad. He shows up for his kids, which is great. But there's still things that he got remarried almost 4 years ago,
Okay.
and that changes the dynamic. So
Yeah,
when
of course.
yeah, and
There's
just
a third party now,
yep, there is a third part.
which
So-
is crazy.
Not that I'm thinking about it, but for other reasons.
Here
What,
we go.
what was that point where you said, "This is done, and I need to get a divorce"? And was it your idea or his idea?
It was my idea, and
Okay.
he was talking to me about a coworker he'd had that both kids had
Talking.
gone. They were in college, so they were now empty nesters essentially, and that he and his wife were trying to figure out life without kids and that kind of what that relationship looks like. And all of a sudden, I had this realization: I am going to have to be with him after the kids leave, and. I don't feel like I know him. I don't feel like he knows me. This has been anyway. It
How
was
could you
this.
not know him after 15 years?
We did not talk. He didn't want to. It was a very
So you become roommates
Yes.
or business partners.
yes, and we did not have much crossover, and
no
that was our whole
intimacy.
marriage. There was,
Yeah.
and intimacy falls into 3 different buckets. We've
Yeah.
got spiritual, physical, and emotional,
Yeah.
and we had none of those.
Yeah.
And we never really had those.
Yeah.
And I think getting married
From
so
day
young.
one, you
day
never
one.
had that.
For about the first 3 months, we did, and then after that, there was a drastic shift.
So you're roommates.
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 It's very common. It's very common.
And because I was so young, and he was 25 when we got married, so there's a 6-year difference, I always felt like he knew.
he was 25.
Yes.
Wait, describe Presley's face. First of all, her eyes are
Shock.
closed, her mouth is partially open. Now she has her hand over her eyes and she's
Well,
rubbing her forehead.
Because I'm 26, so it'd be like me marrying. I just personally can't imagine marrying a 19-year-old. So that just like took my breath away a little
Right.
bit. No
Oh.
shame on him. I'm not
Right,
trying
yeah,
to
no,
throw
19
shade.
19
I'm not trying to throw shade. It just took me a second because I was like, whoa, that's like just a big
Yep.
life. There's so much life that happens in between the ages of 19 to 25. Like
Yes.
there's
Yeah,
just
I
so
know.
much. It's not that many years, but there's a lot of growing up that your brain, because your brain's not fully developed.
It is
until
not.
20.
Well, and when you're younger, those years are more impactful. As you get older, every
Wow.
year's not as necessarily
Yeah.
big and monumentous,
Yeah.
but you're going through major life changes. at
Wow.
that
So it took
frame.
you 14 and a half years to realize I don't know this man from those three levels.
Yep.
And it was it a frightening that they're going to be
sheer panic is probably what.
panic.
It was
Oh.
just. I said immediately, I want a divorce, and he said, "What?"
Whoa.
So that
Like that moment really was the trigger for me, and it took us about a year. We actually started going to therapy. We lived apart for a while to see. We didn't tell anyone. I mean, and it was. We finally ended up telling that happened in about September of 2019. We told my parents, we didn't tell anybody until we went to Hawaii that following March. My dad was taking a sabbatical from his work and teaching at the college extension in Hawaii. Super hard.
that sounds like a good
That's awesome.
gig. I want
Yes.
to teach you.
I'm going on a sabbatical.
Yeah, so we
Hawaii.
went to go visit them in Hawaii. We'd planned it for 6 or 7 months. We got there at the end of the trip. We told my parents, "Hey, we're separating," and then COVID happened.
But how did your parents take that? Hey, we're separating. Were they good with it? It was like, no, you cannot because of our religion.
Luckily, my mom, after my baby sister graduated high school, went back to school, and she is now a therapist. she specializes in eating disorders, but her original degree, she's an LMFT, which is a licensed marriage and family
There you
therapist.
go. There you go.
I honestly, it's such a beautiful like grace that's been given to me, because
what a gift.
me getting divorced and leaving the church, both are leaving the church is way more contentious for my parents. But I think because she'd gone back to school and done that learning and is now effectively working with people, she was the one who ended up helping me find out what was going on in my marriage and kind of led me in that direction. Yeah. So it was
That's crazy.
It really did help. Like honestly, if my mom had
Yes.
not been a therapist, I would probably
Your
still
sister,
just be
not a therapist, you mean? Right? Your mom was a therapist? Or
my mom is a therapist. Once my baby sister finished high school,
Oh, I got
then
you.
she went
Back to
back.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Man, what a great! It's so nice to have a sounding board whenever you're going through something traumatic, but to have somebody who's licensed to be your soundboard, that is fantastic.
But here's the, don't you think you're like a little bit too close? It's almost like having your brother as your attorney, or your husband as an attorney.
no, it's your mom.
Well, and I, to be fair, I did not give my mom all of the details. We didn't tell them anything because I didn't want it to tarnish their thoughts of him.
Yeah.
And we still didn't
sweet.
know
Yeah.
if we were going to get divorced. We were just separating.
Yeah.
But my mom, a month later or so, called me and just said, Lindsay, I'm a therapist. I went back to school for this. Can you just tell me what's going on? Because maybe I can help you a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I went over all the things I was experiencing, and she was able to define it. You know, this sounds like betrayal trauma. You need to go to this type of therapist. And 100%
Yes,
right
that's
is what she
great.
was.
And she
it
was right.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
nice.
That's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's just nice to have somebody go, you're not crazy. Like, people experience this, and it's that. And, like, to call it by a name, and then to be like, here's the problem. Here's not a solution, not a one shop fixes all or whatever, but here's how you can work through it, and here's a tool to work through it.
So from that
So
time
nice.
when you were, hey, I want to get a divorce, to the actual paperwork, was that a few months?
By the time we talked about it and the time we filed, and because we did it ourselves, it's 60 days. You can be divorced in 60 days in Texas as long as there's no, conflict with it. We separated in September of 2019. I filed in June of 2020, and it was finalized in August of 2020.
You know what's great? Did you finished college?
Not when eventually, yeah.
Yeah. That's what's great. I was thinking a lot of people now, this is a big conversation right now, is that a lot of young girls get married and then they don't have a college degree. They don't have any work experience. They have nothing. And then they'll get divorced later and their husbands don't leave them with anything, and you don't have the degree. So you can't take care of yourself. Right. You can't provide for yourself because you just have no skills. Yep. So I know that you say like, oh, it took me a while to come into my own. I think a part of you, maybe probably still in there, you like kept yourself alive a little bit. Like you just like.
There were a lot of things I can look back now and realize I was doing.
You were fighting for yourself.
That I was fighting for myself.
Yes.
That getting divorced, I wasn't scared financially.
Wow.
Because I already had a job, and I had a decent job, and it's a great job.
Yeah.
And I just had always worked really hard.
Yeah.
And I'd been a very involved mom. And so really having a roommate move out there's more chores.
No, but that's exactly right.
There's more chores involved. But I didn't have that I didn't have to emotionally compensate anymore.
Financially, you weren't relying on him. Emotionally, you weren't.
And I still don't. I mean, I know that child support's a thing. I don't, get that. And it works for me. I've been able to.
That's incredible. That's crazy. That does not happen. What she just said.
I know.
I'm very fortunate.
That's insane.
I'm very fortunate. And my parents always have taught us to work hard. And so many things culturally that I grew up with. I won't ever speak negatively about Mormonism for the most part because there are some really good cultural foundations that I think have allowed me to be self-sufficient. Yeah. And
they'd be hard workers. That's why they own everything.
Yes. Every MLM.
I mean, they own everything. They'd be really hard workers.
Yep.
That's true. That is true. They own everything. I'm pretty sure they own Kirkland. Don't they own like Costco?
They're the second wealthiest church in the world.
Oh, I did not know that.
Insane. Because they grind. Who's the first?
The Greek Orthodox Church.
That actually makes sense to me. I have one Greek Orthodox friend. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hard workers.
Yeah, we are.
Anyways, do you have any other questions for her on? Because I want to talk about who you are now.
Yeah.
And everything that you've learned now. I don't know. So Adim came in last pod or 2 pods ago, whatever. And he gave you so much credit about who he is now, how he dates now, and I don't know, even his worldview. So I just want to, I don't know, maybe get some insight on that sort of thing.
Well, he's great, first of all.
is great.
He is
He's a
a
good guy.
wonderful sounding board. He is always devil's advocate. When I say something, he tries to maybe steer me and, hey, have you thought of it this way? And I try to do the same for him. It's been a very, not an expected friendship, I think. Just the age difference and just cultural differences. But what I have found with myself is it's not even just dating. It's just relationships in general. The things that you want from someone that you're friends with is someone that things I would want from somebody that I'm dating.
Wait.
You try to build those up.
Oh my gosh. They have like the sweetest friendship too. Do you ever watch them just
No.
hang out? Okay.
I don't do that.
No.
Just watch
No.
them. Just watch.
Should I be
When
watching
they're-
people?
Well, on Tuesday nights when they come in for beginner open play, they just are so sweet. They're just so. It's just a.
How did you initially
It's just a
meet,
pure
you and
friendship.
Adem? Just
At the club. I'm trying to remember when it was. At the club. I can't remember. I think it was playing pickleball.
Okay.
But I remember
Brings people together.
seeing him teach classes, and my son now takes his class quite frequently.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
It's great.
Oh wait,
now,
I
how
knew
old are your
this.
kids? How old are your kids?
They are 14, almost 15, and 11.
Bill, you know this. We coached him last summer.
I know. I was telling my kids I was doing this, and my daughter said, "Who is it with?" And I said, "Don't you remember the camp last year? You did it with them."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I was listening to an episode of your podcast, and my son was in the car, and he said, "That's Presley."
That's crazy.
he recognized your
He
voice.
recognizes voices,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
And so,
well, I've
yeah.
seen him several times because he does come up for a DIMS class, so
Yes.
he'll pop in and I'll be like, "What's up?" Yeah, I can't believe you don't remember. Are you? Those kids were the blondest,
Blonde ones.
blue-eyed. They were
I'm
just
trying
beautiful
to
kids.
cut that out of my memory.
Okay, look right there. She's got a picture.
Oh,
You know him.
oh yeah.
He has glasses, right? Sometimes.
That one's my daughter, and
Oh,
then I'll
sorry.
find my son. But they
couldn't
both
tell.
are toe
Couldn't
heads.
see the picture.
They've got the super
That
blonde
is
hair
so funny.
that looks like the inside of a banana.
Oh no, they are the blondest children
Okay.
ever.
Yes,
You
and
don't see a
tall.
lot of natural blondes like that.
No,
Like
my
ever.
daughter wants to dye her hair dark.
No,
I
no.
will not let
okay,
her.
good.
I'm like, no,
Good.
don't do that.
No, because she'll regret it later.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I try to prevent that.
Okay, good.
She cuts her own bangs, and she's making her own regrettable decisions
And
every
but the
single
cutting is fine. Cut whatever you want. Cutting of the hair is fine. Cutting of the hair is fine. I mean, maybe you should cut that out.
time. Specify.
Cutting of the hair is fine.
Clarify.
Cutting of the hair is fine. But the dyeing is like that lasts and it damages your hair, especially when you have such beautiful
So,
blonde hair.
her hair will
Lindsay,
not let it go.
this is. I've been trying to formulate this question before it make it sound okay. So, how did you transition, or how are you different from a 19-year-old versus, I guess, a 35-year-old to now? How is that?
Oh, that's a
How
great-
did you, because you're totally different at 19, 20 than 19 or 20 years old. And then you were married and was like, now I want to get divorced. And how are you as different as a person? What have you learned going through all these experiences? And then as a mom.
I think one of the biggest things I've learned is you do have to trust your gut and your intuition.
Okay.
And
That's
for
assuming you have a good intuition though.
Well, and it's something you have to, well, or that you don't repress it down. I think that is something that I've really had to learn is I'm recovering people pleaser. And
I could see that.
yes,
That I could see.
Oh.
You don't see that?
No, I feel it.
yes. See, you feel it.
I
yes.
feel-
Oh,
that.
so you too?
I have tendencies.
Okay.
I have tendencies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want other people, I'm a genuinely happy person, and I want other people to be genuinely happy. And what I have found is over time, I've stopped making it my responsibility
There you go.
to make other people
Oh my
happy.
gosh, this has been my whole past year. This has been the past year of my life. That is so funny. It's work that I can't do, like in them. Like I can't do
Yes.
that work in you.
You can't make someone happy. You can't make someone do things for themselves. And
As much as you want to.
oh, and it's so frustrating.
You know, I could just
It's
fix
so
it.
frustrating.
I could
Yes.
fix it, and we could just be happy because I'm happy, and you could just be happy like me. You can't fix it. It's work that you can't do for them.
Yes.
It's internal work that they have to
So
do.
you actually feel that I can help this person, I could make them, and you feel the same
Oh,
thing? See,
yeah.
I don't have that problem.
Oh yeah,
I can
I
see
don't
that.
have that problem.
yeah. We know. We know.
Yeah, exactly.
We know that. You didn't have to say anything.
Yeah.
Nobody was
But
assuming.
that's why I'm happy. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to fix people. awful.
It's a relief off your shoulders.
Right.
The thing is I've learned and I've grown, and I thought that healing meant that it wouldn't happen to me anymore. It still happens to me, and I have to stop myself from doing it. And it gets easier as you do it, as you place boundaries, as you don't.
My mouth is wide open right now because that's the exact. I'm like, it takes the pressure off of me to have to fix.
It's a huge relief. And Preston and I talked about this last week.
That's crazy.
I've always assumed that everybody was like me.
Yeah.
That people
would like to be you or like you.
No,
they are like
they
me.
process things like me. They go about life like me. They make decisions like how I would make decisions.
Yes.
100%. This is literally like talking to myself. It's really weird.
It's fun. No, but you're coming to these realizations.
Lord, help me look like her.
A decade and a half.
Jesus, right now, in the name of Jesus. On the inside, we already look like each other.
Yes.
Now let that be on the outside. You just let it flow.
But and I've always thought that people interpreted what other people said like I did, or that you do things the same for the same reasons
Same
I
motivation.
do. Same motivation. And I think a lot of that was cultural, that everybody does the same things. You have all these rules and,
you project
standards.
yourself onto others.
100%.
Yeah,
and
so
now realizing,
Yeah, they're not like that.
and removing myself from situations that are unhealthy and toxic.
Yeah.
I've had to do that a lot.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard because I got divorced, and then you kind of have to remove friendships. It's almost this cleansing process, and it never ends, because as you're elevating and becoming a better person, you're going to attract those people, but you kind of have to let some of
filter.
Those stages of life that were great at the time, if they move on, that's healthy for you, even though it's sad.
A season, a reason. What is it? They're either here in your life for a reason.
A season,
A season, a reason, or a lesson or something.
Yeah. Oh, I've had all those.
Yeah.
Usually it's all three.
A season, a reason, or what is that? A season? It's like either for your entire life, for a season, or for a lesson or something like that. But I don't remember the correct saying. But it's something like that. But it's kind of like, it's like when you filter gold, or what is that called?
Panning for gold.
When you're panning for gold. That's exactly what it's like. Letting some of the crap and the dirt.
Yeah.
Keep going. Go with the river. I wish you the best.
Yeah.
And then filtering for that gold. And that gold could be a friendship like a dim who is on the same wavelength as you. We want to make each other better. Iron sharpening iron. And then some of it is like you're in their life to love them. You're not really getting anything from them, but it's just like you are in this place to encourage them. But those aren't the people that you hold close. You hold the people close that are on the same, like you hold a dim close because he's on the same wavelength as you and will sharpen you. The other people, it's kind of an arm's length away because I don't want their negativity to come in, change me, but I want to change them. So it's like, okay, arm's length away. I want to love you from a distance, but if you get in my circle, you're going to mess me up.
Yes.
You'll mess me up.
Again, it's a boundary, and you kind of have
It's
to
a
learn
boundary.
what that threshold is.
Yeah.
And
That's what Bill is arm's length. He knows that though.
he's arm's length always.
So I don't let anyone in. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm arm's lengthing you away.
Oh, okay.
He knows his limits.
No, you might arm's length everybody else away too. It might be mutual. We're both arm's lengthing each other. We're both like this.
The stiff arm.
Yeah, the stiff arm.
The stiff
We're
arm.
totally both stiff arming each other. You were on a roll. Keep going. Sorry.
No, I mean, it's so growing through that experience. The person I am now, my younger self would not even recognize,
Right.
and it's
100%.
such a monumental feat, and I am not done. And it's I now see I see I have potential. I don't know what that is, but if I keep going through all of these filtering processes, life's just going to get better and better.
So when you listen to a podcast like Austin's, what do you think? Do you hear yourself in it at all, or what do you think?
It's such a different generation, and because social media was not around when Facebook had just started, it is wildly different than what I experienced, but I can see some of his things and I identify them as some insecurities. However, when you're that age, you don't know that's what it is. It just makes you feel tense and you're not sure why.
Interesting.
For example, him saying the biggest thing for me was you can't be friends with a member of the opposite sex because in his mind, he's friends with members of the opposite sex for one specific reason. And that
we
might
need to have him on.
we do.
We have to have him on because he swears that he didn't say it like this. He
Adim went
swears.
back and said it's 29 minutes, and like, he got the exact. He goes, "It is right." And I re-listened to
That's
it several times to hear it, and maybe he didn't mean it that way, and it slipped out that way.
I think that's what he. I think he's saying that he didn't mean it that way, and it slipped out that way.
Whoa!
I don't know.
Whoa.
We need to have him come in. We need to have him come in. Yeah, I know. And then he commented, "Okay, so then me and Bill have a podcast where." We were talking about his podcast and we were like, blah, 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 blah. I can't believe he said this. I can't believe he said that. And then poor Austin, he left a comment and it said, wow, all caps, wow, I am getting dragged through the mud. And so then I was like, holy crap. So I texted Bill and I was like, we hurt his feelings. Like, we should take the pod down. So I texted Austin. I was like, I'm so sorry if we hurt your feelings. Like, we care more about you and our relationship with you than this stupid podcast where we have 2 listeners, Lindsay and you. Like, we do not care about... And he was like, no, I said, whoa. And I said, you didn't say wow?
Yeah.
And he said, no, I meant to say, whoa, I'm getting dragged through the mud.
It really
LOL.
was wow. Right.
No,
Spelling
it was
is
whoa.
important.
But he spelt it W-O-W, which is wow.
Right.
And
It's a W-O-A-H.
wait, W-O-W. Yeah.
wow.
Instead of W-O-A-H,
Okay.
which is whoa. Anyways, he was like, but how do you spell whoa? And I was like, W-O-H? What do you mean? Anyways, he meant whoa. We should have him. We have to have him on.
Yes.
Because I want to hear his perspective. But that is interesting because you and Adim have both touched on it.
Yes. And part of it's because Adim and I are such good friends, and he's kind of dating someone right now, and we've gone through. I know.
Did
Did that happen post podcast or was he?
Yes.
Just
I think
recently?
he'd met her before. It's been kind of a gradual thing, but they've now had some of those deeper conversations.
What?
Yes. And it's great. I am just...
Have you met her?
No, but I told him, I said, I need to.
That would be funny. We're all like...
What, you want to bring the girl?
No, I didn't
hair
know
on
that.
She could sit out there. Is that where Austin's girl was sitting?
No, she was out there. Which that doesn't help his case either.
I didn't want
But
her
Bill
to hear.
loved it. Bill loved it.
So funny.
Bill thought it was so funny.
So
He was
are
like,
you
he's a
dating
stud.
right now?
I am open to dating.
Okay, so you're not dating right now.
I took a
But you
whole
feel like
year-
you're more a whole person where you're ready to date because thank you to Presley, difference between completing and
But that would mean that she wasn't a whole person. You know, that's what I'm saying is if you get married to somebody and you're not a whole person, that would mean if you get divorced that you're left half a person. Right. Or it would mean that all of these single people that are walking around in the world are only half people. It just doesn't make sense. And the example I used was Jesus didn't get married. I'm not walking around saying he was half a person. I'm not walking around saying that.
But you're more complete and more...
Oh, absolutely. I took after my last relationship, I took a full year off of dating and did not even entertain it. People. And that year, that was about this last year, was one of the most transformative years of my life because I think because I got married so young, and I think I did have a little bit of the thought of I need to find my person. I didn't feel whole without another person. Dang. And coming to the realization of no,
I'm okay.
Don't. And again, another weight off of your shoulders is, okay, this is me. And I absolutely want a person and would love to be in a relationship at some point, but not at the expense of my peace.
Right.
At the expense of
yourself.
Oh, yeah,
peace and self.
You need to come to me completely whole yourself because I can't do it again where you like
well, perhaps
their hand through.
That post-marriage relationship sound like that was transformative.
Yes. It was the hardest thing I've ever gone through.
Why?
It exposed me to what a relationship could be and a healthy relationship. Ooh. And when it kind of came crashing down, it just made me sit back and think, okay, who am I? Is this actually what I wanted? Where did I not show? It made me look internally and fix what I needed to fix instead.
It does make me wonder. I wonder if perhaps the more mature you get, the more you realize what's actually valuable and important. And so her even saying, I'm not willing to sacrifice my peace. It's like, that's it. That's the thing. It's peace. It's like this wholeness of peace. And so anyways, it's interesting to hear you say like, yeah, I'd love to be in a relationship, not at the price of, this is the price I'm willing to pay for it.
How long did that relationship last? And was there a point where you said, this is not working. I'm out.
It was about 2.5 years.
Wow, that's a long
Yes,
relationship.
there was an age gap, and so it was stage of life.
Seems
that
like
ended
there's
up
always
turning.
an age gap.
There was
for
well,
you.
what's funny is I know,
Dare
and
I say.
until so before I dated this most recent boyfriend, they were always older, and you're between like 6 and 15 years older. This was the first guy I dated that was younger. Yes, and
I'm just kidding.
How
That
much?
doesn't matter.
5 years,
No,
10 years?
chill.
I'm just
If
curious.
she doesn't
I'm
want to say
curious.
no.
it was
don't
12
say-
years.
12 years.
That's
okay.
actually. It's not that bad. 12 years.
He was very
not that
mature. I didn't know how old he was when I met him. I
Okay.
thought he was much closer to my
What's
age.
that show? What's that show? Cougar Town.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just kidding. That's so funny.
Karen.
Apparently, I did get told that I called a member the other day a cougar. Do you know this? I did not say this. One of our coworkers that works with us in pickleball told a member that I called her a cougar, which I was like, I don't even remember. Now it's in my vernacular, but I don't remember the last time that I've used the word cougar to describe somebody or in a conversation. But apparently, I remember the conversation. This coworker,
I remember you saying the word
this
cougar
coworker-
previously. Seriously.
Yeah, because I've been talking about it recently.
Okay.
Anyways, the coworker was like, "Oh, who's that guy with this member?" And I was like, "Oh, that's her trainer. Like, he loves her. She loves him. Like, all the young men love her." That's what I said, because all the young guys that come into pickleball love playing with this woman because she's the life of the freaking party.
She is.
She's
absolutely.
the life of the freaking party. Anyways, he told that member that I called her a cougar.
Was she offended?
She loved it. She now
she
sends
liked
me
it.
all the cougar reels, but she goes, I hear I'm a cougar.
Okay.
Oh
And-
my
Okay, she liked it.
gosh.
She liked
No,
it.
but it's not her seeking out these younger men. It's these younger men seeking out her because she's the life of the party.
Flocking
Okay.
to her
People
in numbers.
love her.
Yes, I think
And
in general.
it's not a creepy way. It's
No.
like
Off air, you got to tell me who this is.
okay, that's fine, but it's not it's not creepy. It's
Yeah.
like we love you because you're so much fun to be around. Like
She is the energy.
she's the energy.
Yes, she's
Nice.
the energy.
anyways, but now I'm like, what's up with all these gossip? I can't say anything. I cannot say anything in that freaking club without
know.
it's so ridiculous. I was like, girl, why wouldn't you come tell me that you thought that I called you that? And she was like, I think it's funny, ha ha ha. And I was like, that's how rumors
Okay,
get
I
started.
have a question because
Okay.
you and I both have felt that everybody thinks like us.
Mm-hmm.
When someone tells me something, if they do not specify, do not tell anyone else.
I tell them.
I
tell people.
assume that it's
free.
for
Yeah, it's
everyone
free for
because
all.
if I tell people something,
They
don't
can
tell
tell them,
anyone. It
yes.
doesn't matter. I have gotten in trouble so many times
me
because
too.
they said you should not have said that.
Yes.
So now I tell people I have to ask.
Can I tell somebody this or no? Is it
Yes.
a secret or no?
Because,
yeah, I do the same
because
thing.
the
now.
other thing is people open up to me and tell me the wildest things
Yeah.
that I thought that happened to everyone. No.
Yeah.
People are at peace with me and feel
Yeah.
safe. And I want them to feel safe
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
me things.
Me too.
You just have to say,
to say, hey, keep this locked
please.
down.
And now when people do that, it helps me.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Me
I
too.
just-
But it's because I'm such an open book.
Yes.
Like I actually air my dirty laundry ever. Like I'll be like, yeah, and then back when I was sloppy joeing it, like whatever. I don't know. So just an example. Whenever I was sloppy joeing it, blah 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 blah, and I just share that because I'm like, I don't give a
Yes.
crap. I don't care.
I'll tell people anything.
Yeah, I'll
It's
tell.
not-
Exactly.
So I got to use a disclaimer if I tell
Yes.
people.
Yes. And
100% tell me not to
Yes.
tell somebody,
Okay.
and then I'll still probably tell Zach
Yeah.
or my
Bill.
best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll still probably tell.
Yeah.
But
Do you know what Bill said?
and they all know you now too, which
God.
makes it easier.
Yeah.
So
most of the stuff you tell people is probably now about
Yeah.
Bill.
about Bill.
so
yeah,
here-
that's right.
Here's my next
That's
part
correct.
now. Now that